Good morning, everybody. Hello. How's it? Kunjani. Assalamualaikum. I don't know what Louis says when he does it. I just say Kunjani because it feels more. It's easier to say. But guys, swap on in. Come say hello. I'm going to share this bad boy where I need to, which is in all of the places. Let me click on this link. But guys, if you're here, please swap on and come say hello. Amy. Guys, Amy's my OG human, like in the office at the moment. Live. We just have like the best time. Like it's proper. Oh, Mr. Louis. Kunjani, sir. Kunjani. How you doing? Guys, happy Monday. Oh my word, happy Monday. We've shared it there. Thanks for swiping in to come say hi to me. I really appreciate it. Hope you're on your way to the office. Also, side note, because I'm not going to be able to tell you later, your workout is on your desk. Awesome. Great chats. But guys, yeah, let me know how you are. Let me know how your weekend was. I'm putting this in our yoga group over here. Paste, send. Oh, good morning. First time doing my session. Yay! I'm so excited. I hope you're ready, guys. I'm very excited for this flow. Very, very excited. We're gonna keep it simple to the basics, but focus on our breathing and really controlling our movements with our breath. So yes, it might be a little bit faster, but we really want to like focus on those muscles and just oh guys, I'm excited. You don't need anything besides yourself, your mat, and if you would like some yoga blocks, please bring them with. Anyway, I'm still busy sharing. I'm getting distracted now, obviously, which is a good thing. You guys distracting me around. But put this here, and then I can put my phone down. There we go. We done. Guys, how are you? I'm trying to think about how my weekend was. Pretty chilled, pretty wholesome. It was nice. It was hot. Oh my goodness. And Kate was saying in the 6 a.m., which is actually a very fair point. Guys, it's so hot here in Cape Town at the moment that you have to like pick two options and neither are great at night, right? Because it's so hot. You're either just going to cook yourself under your blankets or you're going to get eaten by mosquitoes, right? Which one would you choose? I don't want to choose either of them. I'd rather just go fall asleep in the swimming pool or something like that because it's just so unpleasant. But guys, I can see you here. Please come in, say hi. It's so nice to have everyone just filtering in so quickly. Gotta have my OG coffee with me, as we do in the mornings. But guys, it is the 28th of Feb, which means it's actually the last day of the month. I know, absolutely wild. We're already going into month 3 of 2022. It's absolutely, it actually blows my mind. This year's gone very quickly, as it does. I mean, I feel like we always sit here and go, oh my gosh, how quickly is this year gone? It's kind of what happens, but it does feel like it's gone really, really quickly. Lisa Marie, good morning. Looking forward to this session. Yay! I'm also looking forward to it. And guys, I feel like I haven't been in front of you in such a long time, but actually doing a class. Last week we had a little bit of a wobble, but this week we've made sure that everything is sorted and we are ready to absolutely knock it out the park. Larisha, hello. Hi. We've got Catherine. Catherine. Sorry. Catherine. Good morning, Nicole. Thanks for being here with us. No, thank you for joining. I'm trying to see what that little emoji is. Is it an ant or a monkey? I don't know what you're trying to tell me here. Am I an ant or a monkey? I'm a lion, darling. I'm a lion. An elegant, graceful, sometimes lioness. Ivor, good morning. Mel, good morning. Oh, guys, this is so wholesome. But as I was saying, we are going into March tomorrow. That's absolutely crazy. So that's the 3rd month of the year. How are you guys doing with your goals? Let me know. How are you feeling? Just take a moment today and just reflect. Take those 10 minutes. It feels like you don't have time in these very busy days, and now things are opening up a lot more. And I think we're all feeling quite like overwhelmed with, I mean, there's a lot of traffic here in Cape Town all of a sudden. There are a lot of people all around. So it's quite like busy and fast. And I think it's so important just to slow down, take a moment, take a breath, even if that's here today with me, take a breath and just reflect and go like, how am I doing? How am I tracking on my goals or on my habits that I'm wanting to change? And do some proper introspection. Introspection is so important. I really, really believe it is like one of the most phenomenal things. To stop and just take a look inwards and be like, and be very honest with yourself as well, because you can't lie to yourself. Well, you can, but I mean, again, you just lie to yourself. So being very honest and being like, actually, I was hoping to be here, but I'm not. But that's also okay. So what am I going to do to change the situation that I'm in? So I challenge you guys to take those 10 minutes, take a moment just to reflect. We've got Noel, my first live yoga with you. Yay, guys, this is so cool. The squirrel who visits me. Okay, I can be a squirrel. I used to be compared to I don't know if you guys know this movie. It was quite old, but it was Over the Hedge back in the day, like when I was a little lighty, I used to watch it all the time. And there was this squirrel called Hammy the squirrel. It was like this little tweaky, energetic thing, and I always used to get compared to that. Either Hammy the squirrel or Dory from Finding Nemo. Speaking of Dory from Finding Nemo, I love how this is kind of woven in. I feel really good about it. This month we are being led, March, we are being led by none other than the Mr. Presidente, Sir Edgar, which is going to be a phenomenal month of Yes We Can. And within this month, we have a lot of really epic programs that are coming out. We have Louis' Strength program, which is going to be so great, guys. I can't even explain to you how much thought and programming has gone into this to really like set you up in a great way. We've got Greg and Amy's Let's Get Lit, Let's Get Hit. I think it's Let's Get Hit, Lit. We have a really epic program. There we go. There we go. Let's Get Lit. Okay, cool. I feel like I use the word lit so often that I forget what it's about. But that's also going to be really great, guys. Just really slow, controlled, really focusing on your fundamentals and your form. We've got Just Keep Swimming with Siri. So that's where my Dory comes in, because you know she sings that Just Keep Swimming, just that. So that's going to be really cool. I'm very excited for that. I love a good swim. We've got Edgar's course in Yes I Can, which is going to be sensational. And Healthy Gut, Healthy You with Coach Sam. So guys, get involved, sign up. There's so many options. It's going to be very, very cool. And we are already at 7 o'clock and time has been moving very, very quickly. So we are going to, I'm going to have my last sip of coffee as I do. We are going to slowly make our way towards the back of our mats. If you want to grab some water, please do. A sweat towel if you feel you'll need it. And we can get into it. I'll just move everything out the way. Okay, I'm gonna get hot. It's awful. Okay, guys, so we are going to start today standing. You can put your feet width apart, shoulders relaxed, back away from your ears, hands just resting at your side. You can find a gentle gaze in front of you, or you can close your eyes and just take a couple of deep breaths here, in through your nose and out through your nose. Grounding ourselves into our mat, feeling that power. Taking a moment to just check in with yourself if you have any niggles, if you're feeling any certain emotion, acknowledge it. Notice how your chest is rising with each inhale, bringing all that air into your belly and then pushing it back up through your nose. Nice. Take 2 more breaths here. Really stretching that inhale. Sucking in that extra bit of air when we get to the top. Last one. Nice. You can open your eyes if they were closed. Wiggle your fingertips a little bit. Checking that your feet, you still have your feet hip width apart. Stacking your hips above your ankles. Making sure that our spine is nice and long. As I say, keeping your shoulders down away from your ears. And as we inhale, we're going to reach up and bring our gaze towards our hands. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So this is where we're starting to connect the breath to our movement. Inhale. Find that length. Exhale. Hands to hearts. Nice. Hands at your side. Inhale. Bring your gaze up towards your fingertips. Exhale. Bringing your chin down, hands down to your chest. And relax. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. We're going to do a couple more rounds of this. Just connecting our breath to our movement here, bringing your mind to your breath. Hands down, inhale. Bring your eyes up to your hands, exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. While we're doing these movements, we're also starting to activate our core a little bit. We aren't really reaching all the way back just yet. We're still keeping our body quite strong, activating our core, pulling our navel towards our spine as we do all these movements, as we come up and back down. So we're really starting to ground ourselves. This is a very powerful, it may sound a bit weird, we're literally just standing, but it's a very powerful stance. Nice. So we're going to shift our feet. So we're heel toeing our feet together. So your big toes are touching. We're going to inhale as we reach up. Exhale, slight bend in your knees as we swan dive, bringing our fingertips onto our mat. Inhale as we halfway lift, straightening your legs, straightening your back. We're not rounding it, finding that length in your spine here. As you inhale, exhale, bending your knees, swiping or like gliding your hands on your mat to come up into our chair pose. So we're sitting down as far as we can. You can even wiggle your toes as much as possible. We don't want to be falling forward. We want to almost be falling back. Then coming up to stand as we inhale. Exhale, open up your arms into our cactus, going into our back bend, opening up your chest towards the sky, keeping a nice 90 in your hands, in your elbows, keeping your fingertips nice and wide. Inhale, bring your hands up, and exhale, hands to heart. So it's just a bit of a warm up here. We're going to go through that again. So inhale as we reach our arms up. Exhale, slight bend as we swan dive towards the mat into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. You can keep your hands on your shins. If you have blocks, you're more than welcome to use those. Finding that length in your spine. Exhale, bending your knees, gliding your hands over the mat as you come into our chair pose. Inhale, pushing through your feet, come to stand. Exhale, open up your chest into cactus. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. Let's do it again. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bending your knees, pushing through your heels to come into our chair. Hands on either side of your ears. Inhale, pushing through your feet, come to stand. Exhale, cactus, opening up your chest. Inhale, hands to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. Let's go through that one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pushing through your feet, coming into our chair. Exhale, inhale, come up. Exhale, open your arms up into cactus, opening up your chest towards the sky. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. So we started warming up our legs a little bit, warming up our glutes. We're going to do quite a bit of legs today, which we love, spicing it up a little bit. And we're going to go into our sun salutation B. So just listen to what I'm saying again, going back into our chair poses. It's like similar to sun salutation A, but with a little bit of spice. So inhale as we reach up. Exhale, come down into our chair. Nice. Inhale as we come down into our swan. Halfway lift. Nice. Exhale, hands on your mat. We're going to step back into our high plank. Take a moment here, keeping your fingertips nice and wide, keeping your hands beneath your shoulders. If you feel you need to, you're more than welcome to drop your knees. As we come down into our flow, keeping your elbows nice and close, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra, lifting your chest high, pushing out through your elbows. Untuck your toes, lift your hips nice and high as we go into our first downward facing dog. Taking a moment here, you can slowly pedal your feet out if you're feeling slightly stiff. So our first sun salutation B is quite slow, just to get the body nice and warm. Then we'll speed it up just a little bit. Nice. Inhale as you lift your right leg high, keeping your hips nice and square, bringing your knee towards your chest, stepping through in between your hands. If you can't bring your leg all the way there, you can readjust it now. Pivoting our left foot back so that the inside of our foot is on the mat, and bringing our hands up to rise as we come into our warrior one. Nice. Finding that length, finding that right angle in your knee. If you feel yourself trying to push back, just readjust yourself. Bringing our hands back on either side of our right foot, coming into our high plank. We're going to go through our flow. So tucking your elbows in nice and close to your chest. Untuck your toes as you come up into our upward facing dog or our cobra. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Find that gaze in between your hands and slowly walk your feet towards your hands in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slight bend in your knees. Swan dive or reverse swan dive. Up to hand. And exhale, hands to heart. Nice. So we're going to go a little bit faster as we go into the left leg this time. So inhale as you bring your arms up. Exhale as we go into our chair. Inhale, come to rise. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on either side of your feet, stepping back or hopping back into your high plank. Shifting your weight forward as we go into our flow, hugging those elbows nice and close to your chest. Untuck your toes, upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Second downward facing dog. Just going to pedal our legs out a little bit. Pushing our chest towards our thighs. Nice. Coming back to neutral, bringing your left leg to rise, keeping your hips nice and square towards the mat. Hugging that knee into your chest and stepping through in between your hands. Again, same as the other side. If you struggle to bring your foot to your hands to get that right angle, you can take a moment now, shift it forward, shift it back. Pivoting your right foot on your mat so that the inside of your right foot is now flat on the mat. Using your core coming up to rise as you come into our warrior one. Checking that we have our right angle, having an even weight distribution between the front and the back leg. Big inhale, as we come down, placing our hand on either side of our right foot, trying to bring your right foot, your right foot back onto your toes, back into our high plank. Nice. Shifting our weight forward, going through our flow. So upward facing dog, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Nice. Pedal it out if you feel you need to. Finding that gaze in between your hands. Small little steps so that your hands meet your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slight bend in your knees. Reverse swan dive. Dive as you come to stand. And exhale, hands to heart. Nice. We are going to go through our second part of our flow. So we're going to do a little bit more core here, and we're going to go back into the legs. So we're going to do our flow so that we are meeting in downward facing dog. So if you prefer just to meet there, that's okay. Otherwise, you can join me with our flow. Inhale, come to rise. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on your mat, step hopping back into our high plank, going through our flow. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Untuck your toes, upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Nice. Take a break here. Close your eyes if you like. Our downward facing dog is our resting pose. If you feel you need to come onto your toes, back down, really getting into those hamstrings, please feel free to do so. Nice. Okay. Bringing our right leg to rise, still nice and square on the mat here. Going to bring our knee to our nose, go back into our three-legged dog, bringing your right knee to your right elbow, hold. Three-legged dog, right knee to left elbow, hold. Nice. Three-legged dog, bringing your knee back to your nose, and this time, so we've done the pulses up and down before, but this time we're going to go from side to side. So we're going right knee, right elbow, left elbow, right, left. So we're just rocking from side to side. Remember to breathe. Nice. For 3, 2, 1. Coming back into our three-legged dog, bringing that foot down. Nice. Take a breath. We're really working our core here. And let's go on to the other side. So bringing your left leg to rise, still keeping your hips nice and square. Come over your hands, crunch knee to your nose, shifting your weight forward. Three-legged dog. Left knee to left elbow, hold. Three-legged dog. Left knee to right elbow and hold. Three-legged dog. Coming back into the middle here and then shifting from side to side, left and right. Activating your core, you'll feel it in your shoulders. Remember to breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Three-legged dog, placing your left foot back on your mat, finding that gaze, stepping, hopping, however you'd like to meet in our forward fold. This time, grabbing opposite hand, opposite elbow, finding that length and that stretch in your hamstrings. If you feel you need to bend your knees a little bit, you're more than welcome to. If you feel you need to put your hands on your mat there to help you with your balance or your blocks, please do so. Otherwise, grabbing opposite hand to opposite elbow, bringing your chin towards your chest, finding that length in your spine, letting your skull hang nice and heavy. You can rock from side to side. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Just breathe into it. Releasing your hands, slight bend in your knees as we stand, stacking each vertebra on top of each other one at a time. So pushing into the mat through your heels, one by one, until your head and your shoulders come up last. Big loop of your shoulders. Nice. Ooh, I'm sweating here, to be honest. So we are going to go into our final little flow here. It's going to be a little bit longer. We're going to be working on our legs, which is really exciting. I love that. And then we'll end off the session with a little bit more core, and then we'll be done. So making sure that our feet, again, hip width apart. If you aren't sure about hip width apart, quick trick, you take your fists and you put them in between your feet, just like that. And that can help you figure out exactly where you want your feet to be to make them. Okay. So feet hip width apart. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on your mat, stepping, hopping back, going through our flow. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Nice. Now taking our right foot, we're going to tuck it into our chest and step through as we go into our lunge, lowering that right knee down, finding that right angle in our right knee. Shifting your foot a little bit forward if you feel you need to. We don't want to be falling over our toes here. We don't want our knee to be going over our toes. You can find a nice little stretch here. Placing our left hand on the inside of our right foot. We're just going to bring our right hand up to rise, just a gentle stretch here. Finding a gentle gaze over your fingertips, finding that length. Keep breathing. Taking your hand, placing it down, back on your mat, untucking your toes, bringing that left knee up to rise. Pivoting your left foot on your mat, so the inside of your foot is back on your mat. Inhaling our hands up into our warrior two. That strength, that length in our fingers. Find that gaze over your middle finger. Making sure that our right ankle and our knee is here, stacking the knee above your ankle, working your core. And here we're just going to do something a little bit cheeky. If you feel like this is not for you today, that's really okay. We're just going to take our right foot, we're just going to lift our heel, just like that. Very controlled, working our legs a little bit more. Nice. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Taking our right elbow, placing it very gently on our right knee as we come into our side angle, finding that length in our left hand side. If you would like to advance it a little bit today, you can take that right hand and put it parallel to your left, really working your core just a little bit more. But otherwise, keeping that right elbow very gently pressed on the inside of your right knee. Coming back into our warrior two, flipping your right palm up towards the sky, taking your left hand, gliding it down the back of your left leg. Bring our gaze over as we come into our reverse warrior. Making sure we have an even weight distribution, not putting all of our weight on our back leg here. Coming back into our warrior two. Putting weight in our right foot as we bring our left foot to rise, going into a half moon. So keeping your right hand, right fingertips on the mat here. If you feel you need your block, you're more than welcome to use it. Bringing your left leg up to rise, almost stacking your two hips on top of each other into a half moon. If you can, finding a gentle gaze over, oh, I'm falling today, balance is struggling. Finding a gaze over your left fingertip, bringing that left hip nice and high. Nice, bringing your left hand back onto your mat, still keeping your left leg high into a half split. It's almost like shuffling your feet forward. Inhale, bringing your left knee behind your right knee as we go into a curtsy lunge. So you're bringing that left knee just to hover above the ground. Inhale, come back into your half split. Exhale, curtsy lunge. Really working that right glute. Inhale, find that length, find that height. Exhale, curtsy lunge. Nice, let's do 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. You can feel that glute working. Bringing your leg up, placing it next to your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slight bend. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Yo, I'm working up quite a sweat here. Don't know about you guys. Okay, let's go on to the other side. Checking our feet, grounding ourselves into our mat. Inhale, hands up to rise. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on your mat, stepping, hopping back as we do. Into our high plank, going through our flow. Inhale, shift weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Nice and controlled. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bringing your left leg to rise. Bringing it into your chest, stepping through into our low lunge, just like we did on the other side. Shifting your foot forward if you feel you need to. Lowering our right knee, untucking your right toes to come into our low lunge. Remember, right angles, grounding through your heels. Placing your right hand on the inside of your left leg or left foot. Twisting open, bringing our left hand up. Finding that leg. Finding that twist. You'll be able to feel it in your left glute. Nice. Placing your hand on the outside of your foot, tucking your right toes underneath, lifting that right knee, pivoting your right foot back onto your mat so the inside of your foot is grounding, coming into our warrior two. Oh my. Hands up. Finding that length, finding that strength, nice straight line. We're going to lift our heels. If you did the previous time, if you didn't, you're more than welcome to stay here. Ground yourself, breathe. And if you did do the little heel lifts, we're going to do that again. Just like that. Nice and controlled. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Taking our left elbow, placing it on the inside of our left knee, bringing our right arm next to our ear. Again, if you did on the other side, bringing that other hand parallel, you're more than welcome to do that again. Otherwise, gently placing our left elbow on the inside of our left knee. And breathe. Nice. Coming back up to our warrior two. Switching your palm up to face the sky, taking your right hand to glide down your right leg as you come over into our reverse warrior. Not putting all the weight, literally just gliding down. If you feel that you're putting too much weight on it, you can almost hide your right arm. Coming back into our warrior two, like we did on the other side, floating our right leg up, so almost like just pouncing onto your left leg, placing your left palm, left fingertips on your mat here as we come into our half moon. Stacking your hips, bringing that right hip nice and high, finding a gentle gaze, focusing on your balance here. If your balance is a little bit off today, that's really okay. We all have different days. I'm struggling a little bit with my balance today. Nice, bringing that hip even higher if you can. And placing that right hand back on your mat. Doing a little shuffle here to come into our half splits. Inhale and exhale. Same on the other side, curtsy lunge. Bringing your right knee below behind your left calf. Just hovering above the ground. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, curtsy lunge. Grounding yourself, pushing yourself into your mat with your heel. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. You'll feel it starts to burn a little bit. And exhale. We're almost done here. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And exhale. Nice. Placing your right foot next to your left here. I'm going to shuffle back. Now forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slide bending your knees, reverse one dive, come stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. Shuffling our feet out. Shuffling our feet out just past hip distance. Bending our knees, coming into our Malasana squats. Keep your hands at your heart. You can almost take your elbows, pushing them into your knees, finding that stretch in your groin. Just take a moment here to catch your breath. I'm sweating quite a bit, so I feel I need it. You can almost sway from side to side, whatever feels right in your body right now. Nice. When you're ready, finding a gentle, soft landing on your bum. Going into our last little core bit, and then we're done for today. Placing your hands at your heart. You can either keep your feet on your mat, you can lift them up, just keep your toes, whatever feels right for you. Activating your core, pulling your belly towards your spine. Gently, very gently, shifting backwards. As soon as you start to feel that your core is activating, you don't need to go all the way back. We don't want to hurt ourselves here. I'm shaking, I'm tired. Neck nice and long, hands at your heart. Inhale and exhale, twist. So like our Russian twist, except a lot slower, a lot more controlled, working with our breath. If you want to advance it, when I go over to my left-hand side, I'm going to bring up my right leg and back down. As you... Nice. Keep going. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Very slowly rolling down onto our backs, vertebra by vertebra, until last your head comes down. Bringing your knees towards your chest, almost on the outside of your ribs. Grabbing your big toes outside of your feet, inside of your feet, whatever feels comfortable, into child's pose. Bringing your feet nice and wide, feeling that stretch. You can rock from side to side, giving yourself a bit of a spinal massage. So it's a great way to end off your practice, cool your body down. And relax, bringing both feet down onto your mat. Placing them out, letting your feet flop to the side. Your hands on either side of your torso facing up. And just taking a moment to just acknowledge how your body is feeling. How you felt at the beginning of the class versus how you're feeling now. If there are any niggles or aches or pains, acknowledging that. Being proud of yourself for coming to your mat. Making the time for yourself. Becoming more aware of each of your body parts, touching the mat here. Bring your mind to your feet, to your legs, calves, bum, back. Just slowly moving up your body. And when you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Come back to your seated position. Or if you prefer, highly encourage you guys to stay in Shavasana. It is the best self-practice. Look how much I'm sweating. Jeepers. But guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a really nice morning, and well done for taking the time and just taking a moment to breathe before the craziness of the day begins. Please let me know how you found that. If you found it quite tough, or if you found it quite easy, or if it was perfect, or anything, please let me know. And if you have any questions, don't be shy. Come on by. I'm always available. So, yeah. Let me know how it was. Can I actually take a moment? I've got Louis here in the corner, busy stretching. So, well, that's what you need to do before your session. Guys, there's a really epic 8 a.m. class that's going to be happening now with Jules, Louis, and Taryn. Please, Marie, thank you. Enjoyed that. Sharon, thank you. Great. Perfect. No, you're perfect. Thanks, Nicole. That was great. Thanks, Nicole. Is Louis making you laugh? He was making me giggle a little bit. It's problematic. I'm sorry. So now he's going to come in and say hi.
I'm just going to come defend myself. Good morning, team. She was laughing, and I just walked into stretch.
It doesn't actually matter. Beautiful class. I'm not perfect, but the movements that I can do, it's great. Yay, well done. Need that so much. Lovely session. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. You look very tropical next to me right now. Jeepers.
You turned off.
No wonder Louis stretching must be a funny size.
It's
not. It's actually, it's really good, especially before session. He's doing the 8 a.m. You guys must get into the habit of stretching before your sessions. Promise you, it's going to make such a big difference to your training. Lost you for some time, but thanks. We'll do again. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you all have a lovely Monday. We'll see you all in the 8 a.m. I'm sure. And on that, I will see you guys soon. Have a lovely one. Take care.
Bye.
And